James Gunn, the mastermind behind the DCU. Over the past 4 years since the Suicide Squad came out, DC has released about 10 projects. About 5 other than the Suicide Squad is relevant to the new DCU. The 6 relevant projects to the new DCU in order of release is the Suicide Squad, Peacemaker Season 1, the Blue Beetle, Creature Commandos, Superman, and Peacemaker Season 2. All are available on HBO Max if you want to watch them for yourself. Now, this video also includes spoilers for all of those following projects that I just listed. If you do not want spoilers, either skip some or just don't watch this video. But if you're watching this, I think you kind of want to hear my point. Alright. At first, the Suicide Squad wasn't accurate to the DCU. And at this point, it's still not fully, but when Peacemaker Season 2, Episode 2 came out, we got revealed that Rick Flag Jr. was there, which fully connected more of it than just Peacemaker and his Season 1, after the whole DCEU was retconned, when the Justice League got switched to the Justice Gang from the end of Season 1, Episode 8. In the Suicide Squad, Amanda Waller forms a team to stop some starfish thing that controls humans, but something gets out, making Peacemaker, who is said to do anything to keep the peace, to kill Rick Flag Jr. Peacemaker then has a whole building dropped on top of him, but somehow he survives. So following that, we see him next again in Peacemaker Season 1, shown to be alive after being in a critical condition for nearly a year. Peacemaker goes to his dad's house, who is a psycho racist who is retired superhero known as the White Dragon. Peacemaker is yet to be put onto another team setup by Amanda Waller yet again. They are set to stop something called Project Butterfly, which yet again is some sort of parasite that can control humans. Peacemaker gets beat the crap out of himself a few times and beats the crap out of people a few times. He finds and destroys the source while his friend who was a good butterfly sacrifices himself. And the Justice League shows up at the last moment. Peacemaker tells Aquaman to screw in other fish, but Aquaman denies it ever happening.
Go I'm so f***ing that rumor.
It's not a rumor.
Blue Beetle itself is a typical heartfelt family movie, like Deadpool 2. Even though it's typical, it still had a great story. Jaime Reyes, played by the guy who played Miguel in Cobra Kai, just got home from college and decides to go work with his sister. He somehow gets them both fired, but gets a job offer from another girl. He is given the Scarab, and it attaches to him, giving him the suit, with any of the powers he never dreamed of. The Victoria Lord who fired him finds out that he has the Scarab and tries to force him to surrender by threatening his family. In the spur of a moment, with the rush of Jaime's father dies of a heart attack. Jaime gets captured by Victoria Cord. She tries to get him to switch powers with Carapax. He almost dies in the process, but Jaime's father tells him in spirit that this is not what he was made for. That this is what he was made for, not to die, though. He somehow gets one of the coolest hallway scenes I've ever seen.
Recording complete.
Get the hell away from my sister!
I'm out.
You ready, Kaji?
Vamos a partirles la madre.
Come on, let's get it! Who's first? Are you all done?
Watch out!
Engage the target!
Thanks, Kaji.
De nada. One more left.
Get over here!
He stops the bad guys while Carapax changes sides, and with himself kills the Victoria Lord. He and his love interest, Jenny Cord, have a kiss as they blast off into the sunset, bringing a happily ever after for him so far. In Creature Commandos, we see a bunch of ex-killers who are on the search for redemption, seeing some returning faces like the Weasel from the Suicide Squad, and some faces that you'll see more in the future. They are set to keep Princess Alana Rostovic safe from Cersei, an evil queen from the Mascara, who falls in love with Rick Flag, who will appear again in Superman and in Peacemaker Season 2. The bride and Nina decide to go to the bride's home. The home's maid calls someone. She calls Frankenstein. The way Frankenstein's monster is depicted in the book is with pale, opaque, yellowish skin. He is tall with long, stringy black hair, not short hair. The book also described him as dressing in ragged dark clothes, and there was no specific part in the book that mentioned him having bolts in his neck like the depictions of physical media. Other adaptations usually show him with short black hair, green skin, and bolts in his neck. He is also shown to wear big platform boots, while in the book he most likely was not wearing boots at all. This Frankenstein's monster from the picture also follows the stereotypical short hair and green skin, and the whites of his eyes are black. While in the book, his eye whites were yellowish white. That was a rant from my sister's best friend about how inaccurate most depictions of Frankenstein are, including this one of Creature Commandos. To tell him that his wife is back, the rest of the Creature Commandos go to get the bride and Nina back. Cersei's team finds and captures them so that they can attack Princess Alana. We learn the bride's full backstory of how Frankenstein kills her creator and his creator because the bride and him were in love and were jealous. The bride hates him for that, and every time he finds her, she tries to kill him. He takes that as a love language. During the episodes, we see that Princess Alana is truly evil, like how Cersei says she is. We see Clayface in the DCU almost killing Frankenstein and Rick Flag Sr. We get the backstories for all the characters, showing that they aren't actually evil and were all framed for the things that they never actually supposedly done. In the final moments, with just Dr. Phosphorus, Nina, and the bride, and Weasel survive. Nina goes to kill Princess Alana. Due to the Weasel making a fuss since he knew Alana since she was a kid, tries to stop Nina. But sadly, Alana sees her. She takes Nina's knife from the water and stabs her to death. The bride sees it happening, and they get arrested. Alana proves the bride right, and she kills Alana. The bride gets her own new team with her fellow teammates and more. G.I. the robot was rebuilt, seizing that hopefully he will return to fight the Nazis in Peacemaker Season 2. In Superman, we get some of the best scoring and one of the best live-action Superman castings, and some great characters not too popularized in other adaptations. Lex Luthor finds the Fortress of Solitude, kidnaps Crypto, which leads to one of the best rage bait scenes ever.
Would you like coffee?
Where's the dog?
Dog.
The dog, loser! You took the dog! Where's the dog?
Oh, dog you're talking about. Uncle Tom.
Superman gets put under arrest after videos of his parents' plans for him leaked. Peacemaker makes an appearance talking about Superman.
Can't say I'm surprised, because it's guys like this, they always got a whole bunch of dark unders.
Jimmy Olsen's ex sends him photos behind every critical leak of what Lex is planning, getting her captured as well. Superman meets Metamorpho, who is used to hurt him with his elemental abilities, being able to form kryptonite from his bare hands. Mr. Terrific and Lois Lane go to find Superman. Superman talks him out of it and lets his son, baby Joey, free. Metamorpho creates a fake sun to heal Superman, and he frees him and Joey. During this, a dimensional portal starts cracking open on Earth while the Baravia government rushes the border. They get saved by the Justice Gang, and Metamorpho Superman fights the engineer in the Hammer of Baravia, who is shown to be a bizarre version of Superman. Dumber but easier to control, Bizarro gets chucked into a black hole. Superman, Krypto, and Mr. Terrific go to stop Lex and save the planet. They do it successfully while Superman has the greatest speech of all time in cinema.
Piece of shit! Alien!
That is where you've always been wrong about me, Lex. I'm as human as anyone. I love, I get scared. I wake up every morning and despite not knowing what to do, I put one foot in front of the other and I try to make the best choices I can. I screw up all the time. But that is being human. And that's my greatest strength. And someday, I hope, for the sake of the world, you understand that it's yours too.
Supergirl returns to collect her dog, Krypto.
Got this place cleaned up pretty good. Cleaned yourself up pretty good, too.
You think so?
Yeah. I think it gives you character.
Maybe one day you'll give me a name.
Well, 4 is a name.
So is Gary. Sir, I think your cousin has returned.
Yeah.
What the hell, dude? Why did you move the door?
I didn't move the door.
Hey, where is my dog?
Okay, well, this is why he has behavioral issues.
No boundaries. It's not healthy, is it?
Come on. Thanks for watching him, bitch.
She likes to go and party on other planets.
In Peacemaker Season 2, we get a recap that retcons the entire DCEU, showing the Justice League never existing, replacing them with the Justice Gang from Superman.
It's late, you
What a meathead.
Screw that guy. You know he tells people I'm a puke freak?
Peacemaker decides to open his portal door once again that he took after killing his dad in Season 1. He goes to an alternate universe and sees his dad. He runs back to his normal universe totally freaked out. He goes to get interviewed for the Justice Gang but gets denied due to his past. Because of that, Peacemaker gets depressed and decides to go back to the other universe to see if it's better there. He looks around into his dead brothers and runs into his dead brother Keith. And he has a talk with him, being emotional but trying to hide it. A Peacemaker from that Earth sees him and starts to fight him. Earth 1 Peacemaker accidentally kills the other Peacemaker, and Vigilante comes to help dismember and burn the body. Rick Flag Sr.'s team, featuring Economos and the principal from Mean Girls, aka Langston Fleury, and a few other people have to go to the Peacemaker's house and check out the door. Half of the team is killed by Eagly, where Langston has a dysfunction called bird blindness, where he calls Eagly a parrot.
What's the deal with the parrot?
That's an eagle. It's a bald eagle. It's the symbol of America. Are you telling me you don't recognize what kind of bird that is?
Okay, you obviously have not read my dossier. I have bird blindness.
Bird blindness?
I can't tell the difference between one type of bird and another.
Okay, but a duck and an eagle are totally different sizes.
Yeah, well, they look the same size to me, man.
What about like a hummingbird?
Tiny bird, incredibly fast wings, hovers.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, I only know about that because I read it. Yeah. To me, they look and move just like any other bird.
Wow.
Bird blindness. It's my sole weakness.
Peacemaker finds out that he and Harcourt in the other universe were lovers but split up. He decides to text her back and he meets her somewhere. During that meetup, the freedom fighters start to bomb a building. The Peacemaker goes in and fights them all, disarming the bombs and saving everyone. Economos' team is back at it with Judo Master and Red Saint Wild, which is named the world's best eagle hunter. Wild almost has a clear shot at Eagly, but Economos shoves him and he falls onto a rock, cutting a small hole in his forehead. Wild is convinced that Eagly is the prime eagle, so he goes on a hunt to kill him, but is stopped because Eagly truly is the prime eagle. Peacemaker gets arrested, but they never put on file so that Rick Flag Sr. could kill him. But Economos saves the day by putting him on file, getting yelled at, but Harcourt and Langston say he did the right thing. Peacemaker moves the door to a cabin and closes it forever behind him. Judo Master secretly follows him. Flag goes to see Lex Luthor on how to find the door. Lex says some great stuff and leads them on who to talk to.
General Flag, what an unexpected delight.
Lex.
Last time I saw you, you were denying metahumans were a threat. And now it seems they're taking over the world.
Sort of, yeah.
Yeah, the Justice Gang and Superman determining international politics. Meanwhile, I'm here in Belle Reve listening to a bear-sized man with dragon skin, but twink with cartoon eyes in a cell beside me every night. I did everything I could to eradicate the metahuman blight, and now I'm enshrouded in it for the next, what did the judge say? 265 years.
What if I can get you transferred to another prison?
What kind of other prison?
One with no metahumans.
I see you need my help, and you're here to barter.
Adebayo somehow remembered how to move the door, and they bring it down to Vigilante's secret lair, which is his mom's basement, setting up the door in the basement around all of Vigilante's dirty money and special Coca-Cola. Opening the door makes Wood blow everything around, getting his special Coca-Cola all over them. They all go to the New World. Vigilante goes to find his twin from another dimension.
Hello? What the fuck?
Who are you? Why are you here?
Oh, dude, hold on, dude. It's me! I'm you from another dimension. My keys work to get in here. Are you fucking kidding me? No! Holy shit! Hey! Oh, we Spider-Man meme! Hey!
Adebayos decides to go for a walk, but starts getting chased. Keith says, "One got out!" Adebayos starts running. Economos decides to stay at the trio's home, but Peacemaker's father comes home and ties Economos up. Harcourt goes to Argus and then gets stopped for having special Coca-Cola on her, but Peacemaker helps her get out of it. After Harcourt from that dimension walks in, guards are confused, and Peacemaker finds out that the Earth is Earth X, the Earth where the Nazis won World War II. He and his Harcourt fight the guards and Harcourt of Earth X. Judo Master saves Adebayos, and Vigilante, being with himself, learns that the Nazis won. Judo Master and Adebayos run off to their house and decide to go save the Peacemaker at the Peacemaker Trio house. They run into the two vigilantes. Flag talks to the guy and finds where they are hiding it. In the house, the dad and Keith interrogate Peacemaker and Harcourt and Economos. The two vigilantes rush in and kill Peacemaker's dad, not knowing that family was under the Nazis and were actually the good guys in disguise. Keith tries to attack the Peacemaker, but everyone else attacks him and stabs him. Peacemaker yells at them to stop, giving a great performance, and they all go back to the door.
Get off him! Please!
They go outside, and Peacemaker hands the portal opener to Rick Flag Sr., surrendering. In the finale, Adebayos and Adrian Chase decide to use the blood money to bail out Peacemaker. Peacemaker decides to hide himself from them. He lives in a motel a bit. Argus continues to search through the portal, finding some crazy places with a bunch of monster gummy bears, a zombie universe, and a universe where we see the black hole from Superman. They're finally able to find Chris with the help of Sasha, the cyborg girl. Adebayos tells Chris that whenever he doesn't listen to himself, someone dies, but when he listens to himself, it's great. We learn that the night on the boat did matter to Harcourt, what happened on the boat wasn't a one-night stand, but an innocent kiss to a song where she ran away right after. Peacemaker is finally happy. He goes back to his motel room, and then he gets kidnapped by Argus, using all his signatures as a fake volunteer to try out their new prison on another dimension, not knowing what's in it. Now, why have I basically given you a whole synopsis of the whole DCU? I did it to show you how James Gunn was able to put this all together. I mean, this dude made probably my second favorite Marvel trilogy, which is the Guardians of the Galaxy. He is fully in charge of the new DCU. He isn't even worried about the Clayface leaks just because of how good the movie will be and how he has pure faith that it will do greatly in the box office. This guy has so many great plans for the DCU, and I know that anything that he's gonna come out with will be great. Okay, so I had to Google a lot of what comes next, but because I didn't know this off the top of my head. Alright, James Gunn's big DCU plan. So James Gunn and Peter Safran are making a whole new DC universe, with movies, shows, cartoons, and even games that all connect. Everything fits together this time, and the same actors play the same heroes. If a story doesn't fit, like the Batman or Joker, it goes in a special group called Elseworlds. They're planning about 8 to 10 years of DC stuff, starting with Chapter 1, Gods and Monsters. Here's what's coming. Supergirl, Wonder Woman of Tomorrow, coming June 26th, 2026. The Lanterns, Green Lanterns solving mysteries on Earth and space detectives. Apparently it's going to have to deal more with the otherworldly prison that Rick Flag Sr. had, in charge of. The Authority, a superhero team that's kind of mean, but wants to save the world their own way. The Brave and the Bold, a Batman movie where Bruce Wayne teams up with his son Damian as Robin. Swamp Thing, a spooky story about how a monster from the swamp who's actually a hero. Clayface, a shape-shifting bad guy, gets his own movie coming September 11th, 2026. Wonder Woman, new movie, they're writing a new one right now. Other cool stuff. Everything is written carefully so the stories make sense. James Gunn wants 2 movies and 2 shows every year, plus some cartoons. There might be a giant team-up movie later, like DC's own Avengers, aka The Justice Gang. They have a whole new DCU plan that would stop by the time I'd have a chance to have a kid, which it said is 8 to 10 years. These projects with the stuff James Gunn has in store won't even last until 2030. That's half of what he might even have planned. James Gunn truly is the mastermind behind it all. It all because he was able to take movies and shows that weren't even supposed to be canon, and hopefully he can even make the Batman canon to the DCU, kind of like the Justice League retcon by making the police forces logos the same. But other than that, thank you for watching and listening to me rant about the topic I've been interested in lately. I'm hoping to do more of these commentary videos. I'll have one for Halloween soon. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and maybe even leave a comment on what I should talk about next. And I'll see you next time. Have a great day.